I've made a lot of progress on my Mando build. I'm going to walk you through everything I've done, and I'm going to try it on today on Darth Rage Review.
Evacuate? In our moment of triumph? I think you overestimate their chances.
Greetings, Force fans, and welcome to another episode of Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force. Please, if you would be so kind, let's get business out of the way. If you haven't, guys, hit that subscribe button. If you like Star Wars cosplay, lightsabers, guys in 50 years old dressed up like Jedi, this is the place for you. This is where you need to be. So hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. Hit that notification bell because you want to be notified when I'm dropping content, because I'm dropping content all the time. All right, so let's get to the fun stuff, guys. As you can tell, I've gotten a lot further along on my Mando build, and I really want to walk you guys through everything I've done because basically I'm waiting on shoes. Those shoes have been shipped somewhere from China, so hopefully they will be here soon. But other than that, I've got a little bit of finishing to do on the leg leather, and I'm ready to start the arduous process of sanding and finishing the armor. So I'm ready to go. But I wanted to walk you guys through everything I've done so far to get to this point. It's actually moved a lot quicker than I thought it would. So let's take you through the process. So basically, for those with kids at home, I'm going to be stripping the mannequin. There may or may not be mannequin nudity. So just prepare yourself. No surprises here. No surprises. So start with the head. Of course, there is a review of this. This is the Black Series Mandalorian helmet that I've gotten fingerprints all over. No worries. I'm actually going to weather this. Use some black paint to get it basically more of a used look. But Black Series Mandalorian helmet to top it all off. This is pretty much done other than the weathering paint. That shouldn't take long. And I'm going to actually wait until after I have the rest of the armor done to do that. Just so I can it's going to be a way of me cheating to help match these two. This that came pre-done and the one that I'm going to be painting myself. So Mandalorian helmet, step one. Put him out of the way. Oh, there goes a head. All right, so step two, I guess we'll talk about this belt piece. So the belt I got off of Amazon. I don't remember exactly where it was. I think. Sorry, I'm talking and you can't hear anything I say. I got the belt off of Amazon. I don't remember where exactly I got it. I'm sure I could look it up and put a link in the description. That'd be smart of me. But basically, I just searched Mandalorian Belt. So give me a second. I'm going to take this off. All right, and it was, I think it was $99. Wasn't bad at all. And it comes with the bullet pieces in there. They're metal, of course. It is a faux leather. It also comes with the thermal detonators, and this is also metal. I'm not exactly sure, what type, but this is nice. Almost ready to go. I'll do a little bit of a black wash on this to just give it a weathered look, maybe scrape it up some in places, just to give it that used look. Possibly some black shoe polish. I'm not sure. I'm going to try some different techniques to give this more of a weathered look. But this was a nice piece that I felt like I couldn't make it myself, so I was happy to spend the money on this. Leather belt. The gloves. These also came from Amazon, and they were $25, I think. They're not the highest quality, but they're going to work for what I need. And then I've got already attached by Velcro the hand pieces. I have not attached this Velcro yet to the gloves, so it's just the sticky side on there. I'm going to wait till I have it all done. and then sew those on or use E6000 to glue those on. But the two gloves I got from Amazon as well. We've got all the armor. All the armor was purchased from Galactic Armory. I've got a review on all of these pieces. They're really awesome pieces. Actually, let me talk about this first. So this, I'd actually just created this out of the foam, just crafter's foam, EVA foam, just as a mock-up. I was going to use it and try to glue leather on top of it, and it had a really hard time gluing that on top and getting it to stick down. So then I just painted it gray and actually liked the way it looked. So I'm going to redo it with some foam and actually take time and make it so it's not all ganky and uneven, and just use this for that under part there. And I think it actually looks well once you've got it all covered with, once everything's covered up with the belt and the bandolier. It just really, it looks cool. So that piece, very easy for me to make just out of EVA foam. So the armor itself, I've taken the time now to actually affix it all with the Velcro, and it comes on and off very easily. So just a Velcro strip, on the back of the armor that's glued down there. And then I took the time, I didn't sew it again. I've got a sewing machine, but I don't know how to use it. Once I learn how to use it, it's going to make a lot of this a whole lot easier. Right now, I'm just actually using fabric glue. So I fabric glued all these pieces to the jumpsuit as well. So these all come off very simply. And again, just Velcro pieces on there. Velcro. The gauntlets are easy, they just slide on. I'll end up adding a little padding to these so they don't slip around so much when they're on my arms. Because when you have it on, you can roll it completely around there. I want it to come on and just stick there. So I'll add some EVA foam padding on these just to thicken them out. But I really like the fit of these. They work well. I can get my hands through. So both the gauntlets just slip on. The side pieces, right now I've just got them taped to the mannequin. I'm going to just create some straps that attach to my belt. So I'll have those strapped and they'll just be hanging from the belt itself. That'll be very easy. Very easy to do. Chest piece. So right now I've got it just attached. I may keep it like this, attached with the Velcro. I was thinking about getting some elastic just to give it a little play, but I think this works. I will add some padding to the back here and here. I don't want that sound that kind of takes away from the the feeling that this is metal. So I'm going to put some padding in there so when that rubbing happens and that movement happens, you don't have any of that sound in there. Should be nice, should be better. But that's again just a Velcro piece on the top there. It's attached to a piece of Velcro here. Now to the cape. So I'm going to put some pictures up here on how I took the time to construct the cape. There was a Facebook forum for the Dinjarin Builders Group, and somebody actually kind of just did a walkthrough tutorial on how to make all of these pleats. I went through and just did it with some glue, and then this is all attached with a Velcro strip there, so you can Velcro it on, and then that hides underneath the chest armor. So it works out really, really well. You look at the back of it, it's got a really nice fall to it. This is boiled wool, which is the same fabric that they used in the show version. I just went with the charcoal gray. I'm not exactly sure The color is different, you know, when you look at different episodes and different lighting. Sometimes it looks gray, sometimes it looks black, but I went with a gray on that. So that, very pleased with how that turned out. It's all just one piece that kind of slips right over my head. So works out really, really well. And the pleats and all that is it's in there, and it ain't going anywhere. So very pleased with that. Then we get to the suit. So this suit came from Sky Costume. When I got it, it was gray. The whole thing was, you know, basically this color here, and I think it was based off the season 1 suit, which really did appear gray in a lot of episodes, and I don't know, it might have been gray, but the season 2 suit was definitely brown. So took the time to dye this one brown. And let me show you just a real quick video of that process. It's, you know, there's nothing to it really. I was simply following the instructions on the canister. I think it was 6 gallons of water, a full bottle, cup of salt, teaspoon of liquid detergent, and then I just stirred it for about 30 minutes. Took it out, rinsed it out, and then ran it through the wash. Got this beautiful brown jumpsuit, and you can see the Velcro is all attached on there now. This flak vest, which the front armor is attached to the flak vest. When I first tried to do that, it pulled the flak vest forward and the armor was basically sagging down. So I had to attach the flak vest to the main suit with Velcro. So there's another layer of Velcro under there, and I actually just leave that all attached when, you know, it comes together. So leg pieces I've got right now, again, it's just taped. I'm going to attach elastic to this, but this is the knee piece, which is cool. You know, it's actually kind of just a Boba Fett knee piece, I think, too. But very nice. This one will be painted blue. I think these are silver over here on the sides, but that just will attach with a small piece of Velcro on the, or small piece of elastic on the back. Then we get to the leg leathers. These are not 100% complete, but again, I created this with some faux leather, a little bit of EVA foam for this piece right here, and some Velcro, and I glued it all together. So again, I want to take a little bit more time to age this and to stress this up some, but this to me is a nice budget alternative. This cost me the leather all told, and I've got 3 times as much left over that I can still play around with. I think all the leather together cost me $20, and I made this and the other pieces over here with it. Leather and glue. Took me, you know, probably half a day to do it, but it was just a whole lot of folding on here, gluing and clamping, much the same as I did with the scarf, folding, glue, clamp. But I created those, you know, kind of ridges there. And when you put it all together, I think it actually works pretty well and looks, you know, mostly like the finished piece. I looked these up online to purchase, and, you know, honestly, the leather sets are the most expensive part of this costume. And you're looking at, you know, upwards $800, and I just didn't want to spend that kind of money on it. So what we have is this, and I think it works out. You know, it gets it done for what I'm not looking for 501st approval for this. I just wanted something that when people look at it, they go, okay, that's the Mandalorian. And this looks like the Mandalorian. So I've got that piece. And then, again, all held together with tape right now. Sorry. Again, this is all held together with tape right now. But I created this. I need to cut these all a little cleaner, and I'm going to paint these and finish these silver so they look like the bullets, but I was very pleased with how I did that. I just came through and created one strap with the lighter leather, cut these slits in here, and then just ran that through and created the bandolier. So that wraps around the Shore Trooper armor piece that I have on the right shin, and I'll show that to you when I get all dressed up because, guys, I'm going to put this, spoiler alert, I'm going to put this all on. But this is one strap, and then there's another leather strap on the bottom as well. But very pleased with how that turned out, and that really took me only about an hour to make, other than the time paused for gluing the leather together. You always gotta, that's the thing, that it takes so much time to do this stuff because you're always waiting for paint to cure or glue to cure, and it's sometimes fun. I was able to get this done so quickly because I could move from these pieces to the cape to the leather and back and forth, and I didn't have to wait too long. Normally when you're doing a piece, you know, you do a piece and you have to wait 24 hours for glue to dry or 24 hours for paint to dry, and it gets really frustrating because you're doing 15 minutes of work and you got to wait a whole day to do the next piece. So, complaints aside. Anyway, that takes you through really everything that we've got here. So, I'm going to break this camera down. I'm going to put this all on and show you guys kind of a movement test, let you see what it looks like once it's all put together. So, give me just a second to put it all on. This is the way. So, all put together, all fits very nice. You know, some minor adjustments I feel. I do want to add some padding to the helmet so it doesn't slip around as much as it is slipping around, but I gotta say I'm really, really pleased with how everything fits and with the movement. This cape, couldn't be happier with the cape. Sorry, I don't know. When I'm not talking into the mic, you probably can't hear, but I cannot be happier with everything, with the way it moves, with this cape. The movement of the cape I love. Although capes really serve no purpose other than looking cool. I mean, come on. It's not going to keep him warm. So, minor tweaking. Places where the armor rubs together, I'm going to want to get those either not so close, because I don't want that plastic sound, or I'll put some type of EVA foam or something on there to keep the rubbing to a minimum. But I'm very pleased with how everything is. I think I'm ready to move on to the next step, which is going to be a whole lot of sanding, painting, sanding, painting, sanding, painting. You know, it's a long process, but that will be the next step. But until then, guys, let me know in the comments. Oh, here, let me give you a little view of the leg stuff all put together. So, back here so you can see it. So it's a modified Shore Trooper gauntlet, basically, or a greave, sorry, that's a greave on the leg. Modified Shore Trooper greave, 2 pieces of leather. I haven't finished those yet because I'm going to actually attach them to the greave. It's painted brown, so once I get that finished and painted, I'm going to attach them on the front and then use straps on the back to fasten the spoon piece that's going to go in there and actually hold that in. So it'll actually all be one kind of piece held together with Velcro and straps and stuff like that. So, but let me know, guys, in the comments, what do you think of where I'm going here? All told, I'm going to be somewhere between $600 and $700 invested into this when I'm done, which I think is really, really good price for what I'm going to end up with. Waiting on some boots. Those should be here soon, but I believe this week, maybe next week, I'm going to start finishing this armor, and then hopefully by the new year, early next year, I'll have a fancy new Mandalorian to show you guys. This is the way. Until next time, guys, I am Darth Rage. This is Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force.
I felt a great disturbance in the Force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced.